Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 5 of the Blacklist titled The Courier, number 85. I really want to know how Red numbers it. Is it just like, you piss me off and you're the 100th person to piss me off and be dangerous, so you get number 100? Or is it like, is there tiers? Is number 1 on the list the most bad motherfucker? And is like number 100 just like not quite a bad motherfucker? What is the numbering? I might need to look at the episodes and see if they correlate. I don't know. Anyway, so Elizabeth has a nightmare about confronting her husband and it going sideways. Meanwhile, this dude, who we later learn his name's Seth, gets shoved into a box with some oxygen by this dude who is the courier. Meanwhile, Red has beef against the courier because he ruined some bust or whatever he was trying to do, something Red was trying to do. So he's like, well, he's on the list. Well, I'm gonna be honest, even if he wasn't on the list, I kind of feel like he'd be petty enough to add his ass straight to the list. Like, at this point in time, if somebody pisses Red off enough, I feel like he's just gonna add them to the list. Like Chris Jericho, you just made the list! Is that how it is when somebody pisses him off? You just made the list! Anyway, so he decides that they're gonna hand it over to the FBI. And Red gives him the information that, on where he's going to be meeting this Iranian to sell the information at a farmer's market. So they get there and they get into a chase, and they eventually do, and Mira, I think her name is, and Liz, steal this dude's truck. I'm pretty sure they steal a dude's truck and fucking destroy it. Brother. Oof. They do catch the guy, though, where we learn that he has some disease where he doesn't feel pain. So they realize also that he has information just buried in his skin, yeah. So they get a doctor to extract one of the things, and it's the information on Seth. And they realize that he's been taken because he's an NSA analyst or whatever. Meanwhile, Tom is freaking out because his hidey hole is empty. Also, the people who set up the cameras in their house are still watching them, like some creepy fuckers. Oof. So they realize the other half of the couriers is this it's the French version of Red, basically. Just not as cool as Red. So they bring her in. After Wrestler poses the courier, man has to slit his wrist trying to prove that he doesn't feel pain. Wrestler is a badass. I'll give him that. So Red advises that if they want to find Seth, they just gotta let the French lady go, because there's nothing to hold on her. So they do, and they eventually find out, and Red gets the information about where she took Seth. And working on what they know about the courier, about his childhood and his home, they track Wrestler and Mira track him down, but they end up getting a shootout. He seemingly escapes, but it's just because, he has no pain filter, so he's just kind of running on the last vestige of fumes and drops dead from a bullet in the head. While Dembe, Red, and Liz triangulate where the hell the courier buried him, Seth, and they go rescue him. Seth says he doesn't know how to pay him, and Red cashes that in instantly as a one-time offer to get into NSA servers to get the unclassified documents of Tom's, shit, whatever he did. Also, that is how, Red gave up information. The honesty on what Elizabeth found out about Tom's, involvement or whatever. He gave the information to Elizabeth, as a future investment, so to say, as he told an associate of his. To, if he gives her this, he'll probably earn more trust. His associate also mentioned that they could have found out their enemy. So I'm guessing the enemy is the reason that he's working with the FBI. Like, all these people he's currently helping them take down is in preparation to take down his adversary. Like, maybe not directly, but like, you take away the freelancer. People like the freelancer and the stew maker, and the courier. People who could help Reddington, but also kind of screw him over. Like, Reddington's trying to cover his ass while taking down his enemy. That's my prediction. I love the scene where, Elizabeth's trying to get a read and profile on Wrestler. The relationship between them is kind of, touch and go, seemingly. I hope that gets better and, we get a better working relationship between the team. So, Elizabeth comes home and Tom confronts her, having found her where she hid his stuff. And the funniest thing was the people watching the cameras, got his friend and said, "Boss, you're gonna want to see this. Get some popcorn, get the soda, I got the candy. This shit's about to get good." I mean, obviously, they're probably watching the house for, like, Tom, maybe? Not obviously, I don't know. Maybe they're watching for Elizabeth because she has something to do with Red. But they're watching the house, and I just gotta imagine the reason they're doing it is to see if, for whatever reason, they're just sitting there watching this shit like, finally, something interesting. Get the popcorn. Calling up the buddies. I am interested to see who they are surveilling for. Like, who, not just, like, the person, but, like, which one of them they're surveilling. Whether it's Tom or Elizabeth. Also, I want to see how the hell Tom and or Elizabeth worms their way out of this situation, because, damn. I'm going to give this episode a straight 10 out of 10. No, never mind. Not a 10 out of 10. It's not that good. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I think the next episode has the potential to be a 10 out of 10, though. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.